Hello, I'm Sarah Cripps, and I'd like to talk to you all about my friend and colleague in the practice of law, Tecia Puckett Pryor. Tecia and I grew up together very literally and figuratively. We attended school together as we were growing up, and the two of us grew up together as lawyers in legal practice. As have many judges in the state of Tennessee that sit on the bench, from the Supreme Court to the Court of Appeals to our Chancery and Circuit Courts, and in fact to our current General Sessions Judge. Tecia attended the well-respected University of Tennessee College of Law, which gave her an excellent foundation and an excellent legal education. In fact, in 1997, Tecia and I both embarked upon the practice of law. I can remember when she and I started practicing, we didn't have computers in the courtroom and we didn't have computerized dockets. We both spent a lot of time in our General Sessions Court doing General Sessions civil work, criminal work, and working in juvenile court with child welfare cases and juvenile delinquent cases. Additionally, at that time, in 1997 and moving forward, Tecia and I practiced in the city court for the city of Smithville. Our city court at that time had concurrent General Sessions jurisdiction, so that we handled all crimes that occurred in the city, just as they are now handled in General Sessions Court. At that time, the two courts were separate. I was the city prosecutor, and Tecia was there regularly as a fixture along with me, representing her clients as criminal defendants. And in fact, it's hard to believe, but in August of this year, Tecia will have been in legal practice for 25 years. As I stated, Tecia has an exemplary legal education, and what she brings to this job, in addition to her education, is the maturity of her years, her life experience, and the perspective that comes from living life as an attorney and as the mother of a child that has special needs. Tecia brings to this job as General Sessions Judge her infinite patience. I have had occasion to observe this personally over many long years. Tecia is an infinitely patient parent. She has a wonderful son, she and John do, Harrison Pryor. Harrison has autism, and that has given Tecia a great perspective on the challenges faced by those of us, and I include myself, that have disabilities. And in fact, this is such an important characteristic when practicing and when being a judge in juvenile court, because that judge, Tecia would be more aware than most of the fact that each child has his or her own unique challenges, especially when those children have disabilities. Another thing I will always remember is that I cannot count the times that I have seen our General Sessions Judge and other judges in this district appoint Tecia to serve either as the guardian ad litem for children with special needs, or to represent one of the parents, and to sort of be the expert to assist the court in wading through those issues. Tecia and I have grown, as I said, as attorneys, and Tecia from the very beginning has had a very diverse legal practice and career. She has prided herself on practicing in such diverse areas as our General Sessions Court, our Juvenile Court, our Circuit and Criminal Courts, our Chancery Courts, in doing having a civil litigation practice, practicing in federal court in Social Security disability cases, doing real estate title work, as well as doing real estate closings, both commercial and residential. We have seen the practice of law. We've been around long enough to see the practice of law change quite a bit. And I can say that when I'm practicing with Tecia in juvenile court and I have a question about an IEP or next steps for some child that has a disability, Tecia is the person I go to. She's been recognized, in fact, statewide for her work on behalf of the disability community. In fact, she's the governor-appointed chairperson of the Tennessee Council on Developmental Disabilities, and I serve on this council with her, and am honored to do so. At the end of the day, I guess I want to talk about Tecia having a judicial temperament. Tecia, I talked about her patience. And the other thing I want to bring up is certain judges would be offended if as a lawyer we zealously advocate for our client and pass up case law or a statute, a new statute, to show the court that, hey, what you just stated, there's different case law out there. Many judges might be offended by that, but not Tecia, because she wants to do such an excellent job for her clients. And I have the utmost respect for her as a person and as an attorney. So I want to remind everyone that early voting starts on July 15 and will be running through July 30. And Election Day is on August the 4th. And I'm asking you to join me in voting for not just a fine lawyer, but a wonderful person, my dear friend, Tecia Puckett Pryor. Remember her during early voting, and remember her on Election Day on August the 4th. We appreciate your support.